Wake up to another day. I wash my face and hands and I'll be on my way. Wake up to another day. As long as I'm alive, I guess I'll be okay. Love is found and love is lost. Bridges burn and roads are crossed. Babies walk, old men crawl, mighty soldiers often fall, but every day we rise again. When we wake up to another day. We'll wash our face and hands and we'll be on our way. Wake up to another day. As long as we're alive, I guess we'll be okay. The world is full of evil, tougher than steel. The earth spins round the sun like a big old wheel. Every month the moon is full, and every person feels its pull. In that way we're all the same. When we wake up to another day. We'll wash our face and hands and we'll be on our way. Wake up to another day. As long as we're alive, I guess we'll be okay. Flowers bloom, rivers flow. Money will come, money will go. The sun comes up, it's a brand new day. There's work to do and hell to pay. Somehow we know we'll make it through. When we wake up to another day. Wash our face and hands, we'll be on our way. Wake up to another day. As long as we're alive, I guess we'll be okay. As long as we can breathe, I guess we'll be okay. As long as we can love, I guess we'll be okay.
Good morning, Unity of Payson. Good morning. I'm delighted to see you this morning. And those of you who are joining us online, let me see, I'm going to look. I'm seeing you now too, and I'm so glad that you're with us this morning. As we begin our service, would you just take a moment to breathe deeply, to be present as we pray. God of all goodness, we are grateful for all of the momentous things in our lives, all of the in-between, all of the adverse circumstances, seemingly, and all of the little things. And so in our gratitude, we are nudged, we are spurred to, this is yours to do. Let us follow that faithfully. Let us develop this community, Unity of Payson, as one that's responsive to the voice of Spirit and the needs of people in our community, both here at our spiritual community and in the community around us. Again, we are grateful and we say thank you, God, and so it is. So we turn now to our opening song, which is Brand New Day. If you're here in person, I invite you to stand as you're able and willing, and go ahead, Tom.
the me I am. Reclaim my power, fully devour the life that's been placed in these hands. I shall become translucent, see all the beauty as memories get washed away. I shall stand on a new shore, divinely reborn, to celebrate. Translucent, translucent, revealing a brand new me. Oh, translucent, translucent, it's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new, I have come to this island to find paradise, rediscover the me I am. Here I reclaim my power, fully devour the life that's been placed in these hands. I can feel it, I can feel it. I shall become translucent, see all the beauty as memories get washed away. I shall stand on a new shore, divinely reborn, to celebrate. Everybody sing it out. Translucent, translucent, revealing a brand new me. Oh, translucent, translucent, it's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new, it's a brand new day. It's a brand new, it's a brand new day. I have come to this island to find paradise, rediscover the me I am. Yes, here I reclaim my power to fully devour the life that's been placed in these hands. I can feel it, I can feel it. I shall become translucent, see all the beauty as memories get washed away. I shall stand on the new shore, divinely reborn, to celebrate. Everybody sing it out. Translucent, translucent, revealing a brand new me. Oh, translucent, translucent, it's a brand new day. 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 Translucent, translucent, revealing a brand new me. Oh, translucent, translucent, it's a brand new day. 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 I'm gonna brand new day. I'm gonna dance my brand new. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna dance my brand new. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna dance my brand new. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna dance my brand new.
Okay, does that automatically turn my speaker back on?
You should be on.
Oh, I am. I'm on. Welcome, everybody. We're glad that you joined us, everybody here in person and everybody online. And our online guest today is Kay Butler. And so thanks, Kay, for doing that. So at Unity of Payson, we're glad for all of your support with all of your volunteering and everything, and we appreciate all of it. If you haven't already signed up for it, be sure to sign up for the Monday e-newsletter so that you know all the activities that are going on, especially as we move into some exciting stuff going on here for Unity that Rev Neal is going to talk about. And there are some greeters on, there are some gifts on the back table for anybody who hasn't already picked up one, and they are from the Lady Crafters group. So even if you're not new, go back and pick one of those up. And so let's say our welcome to everybody online and in person here together. We love you. We appreciate you. We welcome you. And we bless the Christ you are. Yay. And on to gratitudes. Reverend Neal, do you want to start us off, seeing as you got the mic?
Well, I'll come back up. I got two mics. I'm pleased to let everybody know, if you don't know by now, that we will be... Oh, there's my friend Leslie walking in the door. Hello, Leslie. Good to see you. So I lost my my thought track there for a minute. We're pleased to let everyone know that we are going to have a new home the beginning of June. We will be signing a lease tomorrow for a space that we've looked at a couple of times and feel like it would really work for us. And in faith, we go ahead to occupy that space to see it expand and grow this Unity of Payson community. And stay tuned. We're, of course, investing ourselves in this as well. We're asking you, if you can, to invest financially, because it's going to be a financial challenge for us. But we know that no challenge is too great because we're not limited. So that, and we're just ecstatic. Betty's over here. She brought in a color chart. She's trying to figure out what color for the paint. And Ram has been looking for someone. We're going to need to have a couple of fixtures. Been looking that there's a lot of excitement in the air. So I am so grateful for all who are supporting this, and so grateful for this opportunity, this new space, this new day. That's why I said, well, let's do a brand new day. I didn't know it was so hard to follow. I hadn't remembered that, but thank you. So I'll give it back to you, Betty.
Okay, anybody else have gratitudes out there? And Kay, if you can take a look and see if anybody online has gratitudes and let us know. If not, while people are thinking, I also want to just express gratitude for all the work that Neal's been doing and communicating with the landowners, and it's a lot of work to do all of this. And so right now, Ram and Sue and I are on the decorating team, so we may be calling on people to help. And here toward the end of service, I'll talk a little bit more about it. So any other gratitudes? I'm very grateful for all that.
I think
where is it?
Rev Julianne has one. I think she raised her hand online.
Okay,
Rev
can you go
Julianne,
ahead and read
go
it?
and unmute.
I am grateful for the news, the moving forward again. I'm grateful for that. And I am grateful to be with you in person next week. I'm looking forward to it.
We always love it when you come in person, Reverend J.
Thank you, dear.
And back in the room, Pat here.
I'm grateful because of the mild winter. My plants not only survived, but they're thriving. I'm not happy that we had a mild winter, but the plants are.
Who's next? Sue.
I do have a couple. So I attended the Keep Payson Clean event and memorial for Chris Higgins yesterday, and it was a lovely event. I went there as Kindness Works, and we had a table there with Charlotte, so I'm grateful for Charlotte being there with me and the people that turned out and the kindness that's in this town. And then I also talked with, texted with Kay, who is caring for June. So many of you guys know June. Apparently her heart is failing. I mean, this has been going on for a long time, so God only knows. But June is ready, and just, she said prayers for a ease of transition.
Thank you. Good news on June. However it turns out, it's good news. Somebody else? Is that it? Anybody else on the line, Kay? No. Okay.
Yeah, just in response to about June, I can only imagine the party that's going to be going on the other side. when she gets there. She'll be dancing her veils and yeah. So, all righty. As we move on, Unity is founded in affirmative prayer and in meditation. And in our new space, we can have the healings and the meditations without having to reserve a space and create the energy in our new space. So the chaplains can charge it up with all of our prayer work. I'm sure we will be asking everybody to come in for an initial prayer session to help charge the energy of the space. So we're all excited about that. So we do have prayer chaplains, trained prayer chaplains, and we hold your prayers sacred and confidential. We will pray over them for 30 days, and then they get sent on to Silent Unity for another 30 days. So if during the week you have a prayer need, you can always go to neil.unityofpayson@gmail.com and leave your request there. And if you want one of us to contact you, be sure to put contact information on there. We also have a prayer box on the greeter table, so you can fill one out this morning if you'd like. Let's see. And we continue on with our April theme, the sweet flow of life. And so let's all say the affirmation together. Rolling away the stone of limitation, I awaken to the light of God as me. What was hidden is revealed. I am alive in spirit now. And our speaker today is our own Rev Neal, and his talk title is Awake to My True Nature. Sounds like little ones coming in. Welcome, guys. Right for the cookies. Of course. Good morning, guys. Okay. So, as we prepare for meditation, our meditation song today is by Arie, I Am Light.
divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
In this consciousness of you and I and all of us being light, being love, not all of the things that we usually think of when we think of the appearance of one another, but the truth of this that lies beneath this. Spend just a few moments in quiet with me as we contemplate this. Breathe. Still your body, still your mind. Imagine that you are waking early before the dawn, when the sky is just beginning to lighten. And you sit in the quiet, and the light begins to get stronger and stronger. The sun peaks over the horizon and eventually comes up so it floods through your window pane and across your face. Yes, that's the light of our physical world. But as it shines on you, it shines from you as well. You are light, the light of spirit. Take just a moment in the quiet to think of the ways that happens for you, perhaps in nature, perhaps in some particular activity where you realize that you are not just that which appears to everyone from a physical point of view, but you are deeper than that. You are light. Spend a moment in the silence contemplating that. And though the sun may have come up in your image, you may not be fully awake. To be fully awake means to be awake as a spiritual being. As you awaken physically, envision the waking spiritually. What does it mean? What does it look like? How does it feel? Spend time in the silence for a few moments, envisioning what it is like for you to wake up in the quiet. For these whispers of spirit in the quiet, we are grateful. We bring our awareness back to the present, this time, the place where you are, with great gratitude. And so it is. Amen. If you haven't opened your eyes yet, it's a good time to do that. As I was putting the last pieces together this morning. I often do that on Sunday morning. Saturday Soul Boost on Saturday is a great starter for me. Well, it starts before that even. But it's a great time for me to just feel the fullness of what's really on my heart. And as I did that this morning, I was led to write, not just write the notes for my message, but to write. So this is how I would start. This is how I am starting our time together. I call this little piece that I have written, Your Creation. Listen now with me as I read. Imagine with me that you are the very first human. At a particular point in what you come to know as time, you are ushered into an awareness of something that is grand, incredibly beautiful, wise, and loving. You have stumbled into the created world. The first thing that you notice is that you are conscious. Conscious of yourself, to start with, then conscious of a partner at your side, and further yet, conscious of all that is around you. You turn to yourself first, and in addition to having an awareness, you find that you have a body. It functions beautifully. You can move from one place to another. You see things around you, even in the distance. You hear sounds. You touch the creations in your world, and each has a unique feel. You are fabulous created and in a fabulous created world. Next, you turn to your partner. He or she is like you, but a little bit different, and you appear to fit nicely. You communicate easily. You have a strange feeling for her or him, which you label love, reflecting the feeling of all that you are aware of. It is as though you are specially, you and your partner, a part of each other. Then you turn your senses outward and discover that you are in a magnificent garden. There are all sorts of beautiful plants surrounding you. The warm light shows you them clearly. Some of the plants are tall and with what you intuit as fruit hanging from them. You realize that when you pick the fruit and taste it, it gives you relief from a gnawing pang, hunger, and the fruit is scrumptious to the taste. You begin to explore the garden. You notice new things one after another, all magnificent and delightful. And as you begin to stroll through the garden, you notice other creatures, large and small, on the ground, in the air, and also the waters that appear as lakes and streams. The surprising thing is that you feel an unbreakable connection with all that you sense. You are one with all of it. And there is a palpable sense of an enveloping presence with which you are also inseparably connected. A vast, magnificent, loving, all-powerful, and all-wise presence that shares its knowing with you, knowing that all is good and without limit. The light that lightened your garden begins to fade, making your setting even more beautiful. The dimmed light allows all that you see to take on a luminous look. Everything is perfect, and all that you sense is lodged in your memory. Then, like a bolt of lightning, you take another step, eat another fruit, and you begin to forget bits of what you have sensed and learned and known. It is as though you are walking in your sleep. It's been a while since I had a quiz, so here's your quiz for today. What do you call someone who walks in their sleep? Well, sleepwalker. Well, that's it, but that's not what I'm reaching for. Anybody ever remember hearing the word somnambulist? Somnambulist. That's a sleepwalker. Well, welcome, fellow somnambulists. I want to talk about two things today. Your true nature and waking up. What is your true nature? We say about some of the things that we do, our behaviors, it's just human nature. That's kind of an excuse sometimes. But there is a deeper I that is a truth beneath the stories that you tell yourself. So in Unity, we often talk about the deeper truth underneath the stories or the words. That's true for you. Sometimes we're mired in the stories, mired in the understanding of ourself, and it's only because we cannot get a big enough view. We can't zoom out enough to be able to see a bigger picture. And so we can, in a spiritual sense, take on the perspective of an observer. The I that you thought out there was behaving in one way or another, as you zoom out, you become the observer of that. And that is a true I, the observer of what happens. Because when you wake up to your true nature, you will quite likely experience less reactivity, less fear of loss, more clarity, greater peace. Then you will know, as it says in the Course in Miracles, I am as God created me. That perfection that we talked about in the little story, that perfection that got lost, that was no longer remembered in the way it was at the beginning, it's still there. I am as God created me. We're all creatures with unique identities, skills and gifts, passions and callings, and sometimes purpose. But that's not all we are. We are born in, of, and as love, though we may have forgotten that. Love that expresses in harmony, in unity, in a magnifying connection, in desires, compassion. The nature, this is true nature, the nature to love one another. It is also our nature that we see when we've zoomed out to be whole. Whole in mind and body. We get in touch with that some, but maybe we don't have it all the time like we could. Maybe it isn't prominent enough in our life. I think of the sound healing. It's easier for us to be aware of that in that setting. We are whole in mind and body. We're whole in terms of our relationships. We're not at each other's throats all the time. We are able to express true love in our relationships. And we are whole in our material existence. You might say, because we often focus there, you are financially whole. This is your true nature. This isn't just human nature operating in the world around you. This is your true nature. But you've missed out on some of that if you're like me. Because you're a somnambulist. You're sleepwalking from a spiritual point of view. So the cure for that is waking up. Now, this waking up may not be something like the experience of the Buddha under the Bodhi tree. In fact, it quite likely will not be. It may be something that's very progressive. One little step at a time, and a big jump now and then, too. When you wake up, you know, but not just with empirical knowing. Not just with the five senses, the touch, the hearing, the sight, the smell. What did I miss? There's five. There's one more. Taste. Okay, yeah, I knew I missed something. But when you are aware, it's not limited to that. There is a knowing that is part of your true nature that goes so much deeper than that. It's experienced by knowing, or by listening. Sorry, knowing is experienced by listening. Listening perhaps to the community around you that gives you a great deal of support. Listening to the loving friend who can give a kind word or a little bit of advice. Listening to a counselor, but primarily listening to Spirit. In Saturday Soul Boost yesterday, we talked about what does it feel like? How does it show up when you listen to Spirit? And it's all different for each of us. For some of us, there's an audible voice in our head, the voice of Spirit. For some of us, it's just a knowing that comes through meditation. From some of us, it's an inspiration that clicks with us, that really resonates with who we are and what we need. Listening to Spirit. When we do that, we'll have a greater sense of ourself. You probably have heard of the ancient Greek temple, the Temple of Delphi, and what was emblazoned over the top of that portal entering the temple, the wisdom, know thyself. And maybe we've got some work to do there. It may be that we need to examine ourselves a bit more in order to know ourselves. We just keep going on and doing what we always did, but a little examination. Remember what Einstein said, the unexamined life is not worth living. So when we wake up, we have less reliance on appearances. We have less and less that does not, that, let me go back. We have less of the stories that we told that are happening to us again and again and again. We have a dependence on little steps that lead to our waking up. We come to know that life doesn't happen to us. From the big view, life happens through us. From our understanding in unity as an expression of divine, life happens as us. That's what waking up means. And again, it is a process. One step at a time for us. So we get to the part, how do I do that? I'm going to try to make it simple again. How do I really know my true nature? Well, if it's underneath, it's simple. Remember who you are. Probably what you're thinking all the time will help you or not help you remember what you are. So spend time in thought, in meditation, in silence. To see the bigger picture, to know what underlies the self that you experience as day-to-day living. So remember who you are. And then we get to the waking up part. How do I waken up? There's a story about, well, it's attributed to Socrates. A young student comes to Socrates and said, I want to be wise, I want to be successful. Socrates said, come, walk with me. And they walked down to the river. And Socrates wades right into the river, the student following along. And suddenly, Socrates takes the student and dunks his head under the water and holds him down, holds him under. Not very long before the student is struggling, just needing a breath. And Socrates lets him come up. How do you waken? Wanted, says Socrates. When you want success, when you want wisdom, as much as you wanted breath when you were under there in that water, then you'll have it. So, do you want to waken? Want it fully. Want it strongly. Just want it. Let your thought stay there. Pursue it like you would a diamond. There are a couple of specific things you can do. To awaken, you sometimes need to take an inventory. Inventory that may tell you where you have misstepped. Inventory can tell you where you may have hurt someone. When you take that inventory, don't forget the other side. The positive things about you, the attributes that you have that you just think are really good. Maybe you haven't realized them completely. But take that inventory, that whole inventory. Then, as best you can, set things right and choose another path. Back to that opening. When your creation, there you were in a garden, getting a sense of who you were. There you were, waking up to it the first time, but then suddenly it was lost. So the job of remembering your true nature, the job of waking up to it, is there before you. Are you able to remember? Do you really want it? I hope you do. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Neal. I like the Socrates thing. That little that analogy helped me. So I appreciate that. I think we have to really want those things. It reminded me of Joseph Campbell's work where he said, follow your bliss, and Bashar's work on, follow your passion. What is your highest passion? And if your passion is to wake up or to learn, that's what you follow. So thank you for that. That sort of drove it home for me. So time for our gifts and our offerings. Unity is a source of spiritual inspiration, and we are grateful for all the gifts. Lynn will be passing the basket here in person as we have our music, and online the slide is up for giving, and there is the donate button, and it works now. We had an issue with it yesterday, so Rick has confirmed it all works just fine now for those of you online, and we certainly appreciate it. And so let's all say our affirmation together. Freely we give, and freely we receive. And our special music today is by Jewel, and it is Hands.
If I could tell the world just one thing, it would be that we're all okay. And not to worry, 'cause worry is wasteful and useless in times like these. I won't be made useless, won't be idle with despair. I'll gather myself around my faith, the light, the darkness most fear. My hands are small, I know, but they're not yours, they are my own. But they're not yours, they are my own, and I am never broken. Poverty stole your golden shoes, it didn't steal your laughter. Heartache came to visit me, but I knew it wasn't ever after. We will fight, not out of spite, 'cause someone must stand up for what's right. 'Cause where there's a man who has no voice, there I shall go singing. My hands are small, I know, but they're not yours, they are my own. But they're not yours, they are my own, and I am never broken. In the end, only kindness matters. In the end, only kindness matters. I will get down on my knees and I will pray. I will get down on my knees and I will pray. I will get down on my knees and I will pray. My hands are small, I know, but they're not yours, they are my own. They're not yours, they are my own, and I'm never broken. My hands are small, I know, but they're not yours, they are my own. But they're not yours, they are my own, and I am never broken. We are never broken. God's eyes, God's hands, God's
You can come right up here. We're going to bless this offering. We're so grateful for all who have given, all are part of that cycle of giving and receiving, and those who are supporting this ministry as we move forward, supporting this community. We're grateful for the gifts, for the givers, and the blessings that come with that giving. And so it is. Amen.
Yeah, and one thing I should have mentioned, on the back of the chairs, If you wanted to make a special designated donation for the New Space Fund, you can certainly do that too. And afterwards, you all know where I sit as treasurer, so you can always drop it off to me also. They are all blessed, and we appreciate them all. And so we continue on next week with the last Sunday of our theme of the sweet flow of life. And our speaker, as you heard, Reverend Julianne, will be here in person, and her talk title is I Can See Clearly Now. Hopefully we move from asleep to seeing clearly. And now we have lots of announcements this time. First of all, we have, let's see, the announcement. Well, yes, the slide shows the envisioning that Terry put together. Thank you so much, Terry, of the new space energy and that home. And so just continue to hold this in prayer as the new space. So we very much appreciate that. And we have already initiated the New Space Fund. Sandy has that part of the financial reports worked out. And so well, let's see. I want to mention one thing there probably isn't a slide for. There isn't a Qigong and Tai Chi with Teresa from the 16th of April through the 30th. Normally those are all on Zoom, but she is engaged otherwise, and so there won't be that. When we have our new space, maybe we can get her to come and do that in person again. That would be wonderful. Okay. Now, let's see here. Are we back to the Bashar? Thank you. So Terry and I both, we watch someone named Daryl Anka, and he channels Bashar and has amazing inspirational things to say. And so today from 3 to 4:30 in this space, she will be showing one of his videos. In case any of you are interested, you can talk to either of us about him afterwards. Next, we have a morning cafe, and that's every Saturday morning at 9:30. That's on Zoom, and they start with reading of the daily word and into who knows where that discussion goes. Next, we have the prayer chaplain meeting on April 20th. And that's from 11 until noon. And that's always... Monday, April 20th. Oh, what did I say?
I've got Saturday on there.
Oh. Thank you. So much for reading announcements. The chaplain meeting is on Monday at 11. And that same day, later on at 1 o'clock, is the Ladies Crafters Group. You can chat, and Donna always has something fun for us to do from 1 to 2:30. Don't have to be super crafty. She always leads us through that. And then Course in Miracles, Tuesday, April 21st from 5 to 6:30. That's always the first and third Tuesday. And interfaith, we have been so glad to integrate so many of the announcements for interfaith community and Reverend Julianne along with us, because we're so glad to see so many of you online from their community joining us on Sunday, and for some of our other online Zoom items. So if you are interested in interfaith activities going on, you can always go to interfaith-community.org and find out what they are also doing. And Reverend Neal, did you have here? And then I'll talk some more too.
There's lots to talk about. Just one more word. I got up this morning and I looked at my dresser and it had all these coins on it. I don't know what to do with coins. I thought, well, let's put them in the new venue fund. So there's a basket over there. If you got coins you want to unload from your pocket, please do it. We're just giving you opportunity on ways to support our new day that's happening almost as we speak, and will be happening in person on the 1st of June. One other thing, Donna and I are presenting a workshop this afternoon at 12:30. It's an Arizona Coda virtual workshop. It's called From Guilt and Grief to Gratitude and Growth, from 12:30 to 2:30. There is a meeting ID and password here that you can have if you want to. I'm going to put that over there on the greeters table. And if you'd like to join us then, I invite you. And here's the information.
And I will put it in the chat for those online. It's a Zoom meeting.
Thanks, Donna.
You're welcome.
And I just wanted to do a little cheerleading for the new space. Many of you weren't with us when we were over on Easy Street and had the big, beautiful space, and we had so many different activities going. And all organizations, but especially churches, thrive when you have small groups and there is a personal connection. And so our aim at moving into the new space is about having so many different activities that you can find something that speaks to you, that it can be a social place also. We need to meet social needs. There are so many, after COVID, so many people were afraid to come out of their homes. We need to all come out of our homes and be social, get together, laugh, and have fun together. So this is just a list that from off the top of my head: potlucks, book groups, lady crafters, Reiki sessions, sound healings, yin yoga, kindness projects. We could do a ladies' day spa, movie nights. The men's and women's, we had our brunches, morning brunches once in a while. Neil has a one big question group, which is a discussion group. We always had once a month a food drive for the Presbyterian Church Food Bank. I want to get going a peace prayer group, that once a month we have specifically designated a peace prayer. We had so many music groups. We had the ukulele group. We had Betty Acker. Always had the Indian flute group. And Cinnamon Twist hosted an open night mic where we had all this music and anyway. Peace meditation, and all kinds of discussion groups. I want to do one on the body, on everything having to do with health in the body. So these are the kinds of things we can get excited about. We used to have hikes and picnics and things. We need to get together with small groups to fill our hearts, to feel socially connected, to feel supported in these crazy times. And this is what will happen when we have our own space and can do lots of these groups. And if you are passionate about one of these things I just talked about, you might want to be the one that sponsors it. We'll have the space. It'd be real easy to just go unlock the door and source a space. So I encourage you all to sort of step up, talk to me or Neil about something that, hey, I think I might want to do such and such. And let's make room for it. So that's my rah-rah.
Betty.
Thank you, Betty. But somebody asked before, and I don't think we got it out there. Our new space is at 904 North Beeline. If you're familiar with where Back to Basics used to be, it's the building immediately south of that. And we're in Suite D, which is the second suite from the old Back to Basics building.
Neil.
No, there's a parking lot in front of the space as well. And there's parking in the back as well.
Neil.
It's the building with beautiful rock.
I don't know if he can hear you, okay?
Yeah. Could you guys describe the space to everyone so they could get a feel for it?
Okay, well, we have a modest sized space, room for us and room to grow as well. It's kind of divided into two areas: a meeting area, which is probably just a little bit bigger than the seating area than we have here. It's very nice. The owner is doing a lot of retrofitting, and he's taking out a bunch of old fluorescent lights and putting in ones that won't. What do you call them? LED lights. Sorry, I'm not an electrician.
Dimmable.
And then there is an area in the back that's a social area.
Fireplace.
In the winter, we have a fireplace in there. So
Yeah, and an area we're going to have for kids.
plenty of opportunities to use that space in multiple ways. We're already beginning to think about how we're going to furnish things. A little coffee and food counter will be part of the addition very, very soon. And so we got some work to do. If you're able to help in some ways, once we can get in there and plan, we're going to say, we need this kind of help and that kind of help. Please, if you're able to volunteer, step up and help as you are able. And of course, your financial support is going to be critical for this too. So above and beyond what you would normally give, that new venue fund will help us. We have sufficient funds to do it for a year, but we don't want to run out of funds at the end of the year. We'd rather just support it as we go along. So does that give you an idea of the space? Oh, it has very high ceilings. Very light, some skylights, and it's a neat place, and a lot of stone inside and outside. So it's
how much is it a month?
the lease will be $1,500 a month. So
Just another short. Before we get to close here, just a reminder: keep looking around for anything for a garage sale. No, we don't yet. We're still kicking around the idea whether it's going to be at our house because Pat and I volunteered, or do we want to have it at the news space as a sort of a grand opening announcement to the community? Hey, we're here, because garage sales always get people. You have a couple tents up and they come over, so that's a possibility. Anyway, continue looking. Don't bring it to my house. Keep it at your house, but do start going through your closets. Thanks.
So it's time for us to close our service and then socialize back here. If you're with us online, stay in the spirit of socializing. It's a little hard for us to connect at that point. And join us with activities where we can connect in discussion and have a lot of exchange with one another. So if you're here in person, I invite you to stand as we sing our prayer for protection and our peace song.
Tom, can you turn the volume?
A little bit.
I am the light
Of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God, wherever I am, God is. You are the light of God, you are the love of God, you are the power of God, you are the presence of God, wherever you are, God is. Now together. We are the light of God, we are the love of God, we are the power of God, we are the presence of God, wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Here we go. If you want to get together and hold hands, please do. Be peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me, and this is the moment now. With every step I take. This is my joyous vow. I take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Thank you so much for being here.